Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with Deepa. So today is day 51 of solving daily problems on Geeks for Geeks. Now let us see what today's problem is. So today's problem is add two numbers represented by linked list, which is asked in many companies like Flipkart, Morgan, Amazon, Microsoft, SnapDeal, and many more. Okay, so now let us see what we have to do and how we can solve this problem, and let us understand the intuition behind this problem. So first we are given with two numbers, num1 and num2. Okay, uh, basically these numbers are represented with the help of a linked list and their size are n and m. Now our task is to return a new linked list or a linked list that represents the sum of these two numbers. Okay, so basically how we perform addition in mathematics. So given, let's say, the number 45 and let's say 291. So to perform addition of two numbers, the first like what we do, we start performing addition from the unit digit. Okay, so we start performing addition from the unit digit and we keep on adding and giving forward the carries. Like we will add 5 plus 1, it will become 6. Similarly, there is no carry, so my carry will be here 0. Okay, now I will add this will become 13 and my carry here will become 1 and my answer will finally become 336. Now we have to perform this addition now in form of linked list. So let's say the numbers are connected to each other and they are stored in a form of linked list. Then the numbers can be represented as like this. Okay, so we know if we start moving from in our linked list, so my first node will become 4 and my first node from here will be 2, and means I will first get this number from my linked list 1 and from second linked list I will get 2 as a number, and if I add them it will become 6, which is wrong because I have to perform addition like we do in mathematics. So first what we will do, we will reverse our given linked list. Okay, reverse the given linked list. So after reversing it will become 5 4 and the second linked list will become 1 9 2. So now you can see that now we can add these numbers as now they are at their correct places, because first we will get this number, then we will get this number, and at last we have this number. Okay, so in this number you can see here that first we'll simply add this and we'll update, we can update the value in any of the linked list. We have two linked lists. Let's say the two linked lists are num1 and num2. So I can either change the value of num1. So if I update the data field of my num1 to 6, now my next step would be to check for the other number. Now if I add these two numbers here, I will get 13. But in addition, what we do, we keep the unit digit and second digit we may forward it as a carry. So now I have to calculate here two things, my unit digit as well as my carry. So to calculate my carry, what I can do is, let's say the sum is stored in a sum variable. Okay, if it is stored in a sum variable, then what I can do, I can modulo it with 10. If I modulo my sum with 10, let's say the sum is 13, and if I calculate the modulus, then in that case with 10 what I will get, so I will get 3 as my answer, which is my unit digit here, which I need to update in my nums, and then I will update it in my nums. Okay, the second step here would be to carry this and to give this carry to the next number. So in that case, okay, modulo will give me the remainder, and here the remainder will be 3. So this will not be my carry. This will be my digit value, not my carry value. Okay, so it will be my digit value, which I have to store in that particular data field. Okay, so now I will calculate the carry. So to calculate the carry, what I will do, I will divide my sum variable by 10. So this will give me a carry. Like if I divide 13 with 10, then it will give me 1 as my carry. Okay, so now I have to give this 1 carry to my next number here, which is 2. And here with this carry 1, my sum will become 3. Okay, and here I have stored already 3 as my answer. So my answer will become 633 in this case. But the actual answer is 336, which is just reverse of this new linked list. So what we will do at last, we will return this, and we will first reverse these numbers in my linked list, and then we will return it as answer. So we have to do few more things here. Let me just erase it. Okay, so what we have to do, we are done with this part, like how we will calculate the carry, how we will calculate the digit, and how we will add these two numbers. But let's say there are, in the given example, there are only two numbers in my num1, okay, in my num1 linked list. But in my answer, there are three nodes. So for this, I have to handle this case also. So for that, what I will do, I will check first that if my num1 contain any node, which I can check in my if condition, that if there are any nodes present in my num1, then in that case you will simply update the values and you need not to do anything. But otherwise, what you have to do is you have to create a new node, and you will here create a new node which will store the value of my current sum, or you can say that the current value is stored in the new node. And after creating the new node, we have to link it with my num1. So to link it with num1, I need another variable here to keep track that of my num1, which will be my previous variable. So let's say here I have reached the end of array and I have to add a node of 4. So I have created a new node of 4, and what I will do, simply I'm having a node 6, and here my previous is stored. Okay, so previous is having the value. I will simply make a connection between my previous and my new node. So my linked list will get updated. So this will handle the case where we have less nodes in my linked list and I have to create more nodes. So this case will be handled. Now, let me show you here that there are a few more points which were mentioned in this question. That, see, we have to return the linked list of sum of two numbers. Then the note here was there can be leading zeros in the input list, but there should not be leading zeros in the output list. So let me first tell you what this line means. It means that if my input, okay, so let's say my input has a array size of 5. Okay, there are 5 nodes in my linked list, and all these 5 nodes contain 0. And let me take another linked list of 2 size, and this also contains 0. So which means that my input has leading zeros, but for these two the answer should only be what, it should only be equals to 0. Not I will calculate, I will not return 5 zeros here. I have to return a single 0 which is given here. So to handle this condition, what we will do, we will check in if condition that if the current data is equals to 0, if the current data is equals to 0, then I will run a while loop that until I get data not equals to 0, I will keep on deleting my nodes. Let's say for this my answer will be 0, 0, 0 and 0. Okay, so here I would create a dummy node which is storing my head of the current linked list, which is storing my answer. Okay, so this is my answer, and I will check that if the next node is equals to 0 and next node is equals to 0, then remove this nodes from my linked list, because this is not my correct answer. I will remove all these nodes from my linked list, and at last I will just return a single node as 0 as my answer. Okay, so now let us see the code here. So this is another function to reverse my linked list. As we have to reverse the numbers, we have to perform reverse addition, because what we do in mathematics, we add unit digits first. So to do so, we will reverse the number, and this is a simple logic to reverse the linked list, and I hope this is clear to you. If you have any doubt regarding the reverse logic, uh, you can write comment on it and you can ask about it. Now next is the function to add to list. Okay, and here I am given is num1 and num2, which is the head of my two numbers. Okay, first what I will do, I will reverse these numbers as I told you. Then this is my head pointer, which is pointing to num1, and this is my previous pointer, which will keep a track of my like where I have reached in my num1. It will keep a track. Wherever I will need to add a new node, then I will use this previous variable, and there is another variable carry, which is storing my carry for any particular number. Okay, so this is the while condition where I have checked that if any of these conditions are true, then in that case you just need to stop my loop. Any condition can be true, like while any of the three conditions is true, the loop will run, and after that it will stop. Okay, so now first we'll calculating the sum. Let's take an example here. Let's say 2 and 3 is my number, and let me take another number of 4 and 5. So to add these numbers, first what we will do, we have reversed this number. Okay, after reversing, the number has become 3 2, and second number has become 5 4. So first step would be to calculate the carry, and here let me tell you what we are doing. We are using ternary operator, that if my num1 exists, then I have to take the data of the node, otherwise I will make it 0, because it will throw error, so I have handled it here. Okay, and same goes for num2. If num2 exists, then you take the data of that particular node, and if does not exist, then you have to take 0, and at last you will add your carry. Carry is calculated as sum by 10, and sum modulo 10 will calculate my digit. Either you can store it in another variable, or you can just modulo the sum after calculating the carry. So first I am checking that if my nodes in my num1 exist, which is true that nodes exist, then my sum variable here for first value, it will become 8. Okay, so my nodes exist, then my num data will get updated as 8, because after that I don't need these datas, so I will update this as 8. Now next what we will do, we will move our previous pointer to num1. Okay, initially previous was at null, now my previous is now my previous value, yeah, previous pointer is pointing to 8. Okay, for this current node, and I have moved my num pointer ahead. Similarly, this part will run when we have to add new nodes in our linked list. And the second part, what we are doing, we are checking for num2, and as you can see, 5 we have taken. Now my num2 will move from 5 to 4. Now we'll perform this addition. 4 plus 2 will become 6, and my value here will get updated to 6. In this case, we need not to add any new nodes, and there is no carry. So simply my answer will become 86. And before returning the answer, what I will do, I will reverse it again, because my correct answer is 68. And this is for removing the zeros. Okay, this code is for removing the zeros, or you can say trailing zeros in my answer. In this code, first we are checking that if head data is equals to 0, then you will create a dummy node, and while dummy node is equals to 0, or it reaches the end of linked list, you will move it ahead. At last you will just return your dummy, which is storing 0. And if this condition is not true, then in that case you will simply return your head, and head is pointing to, in this case, 6. So 68 will become my answer. Okay, so now let us try to run this code. So as you can see, it is accepted, and I have already make a submission regarding this. You can see here it is accepted, and it has passed all the test cases. So I hope this video solution was clear to you, and if you have any doubt regarding this video, please leave it in the comment section. Like this video, comment on it, subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon to get daily notification about the videos I'm posting here. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.